Hello everybody and welcome to this 3D modeling tutorial in Shapr3D in which I'm going to show you how we are going to design this furniture set, which has circular, squarish, and pie elements. We will start first by taking a look actually at the original scans I did of this system, and then I will run you through the whole process of creating the necessary sketches and building all the individual elements. And in the end, as you saw by the beginning, we will make a copy, put everything into a new folder, give this materials, and then go into the Visu and create some really nice looking visual product presentations. And with all that said, let's do it. In this exercise, we will start with a file that already has 4 scans inside. As you can see, this is all part of an existing furniture system. We have on the left side a squarish seating, at the center a circular seating, and then we have 2 pie-shaped, I would say, seats where on the lower one the backrest is on the inside, and on the upper one the backrest is on the outside. When your task as a designer to develop a system, you want to work very effectively and efficient and fast. So, for example, having consistent design elements that carry over is not only something that makes a design more thought through, but also is a huge helper for you to get more work done in a shorter amount of time. Working smart is better than simply working hard. Now, we take a look at these 4 scans. What is it that we can identify? We can see that, for example, the circular seating has the same radius as the radius of the backrest in the inside. So that means this one we could take and make copies and rotate them around it. So yeah, take a look at this. I am clicking the scan, go to here, click copy, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, 5, 6 pieces. There, perfect. This last copy here I delete. Take a look at this. If we rotate this one 90 or 180 degrees and we move it to here, we can nearly see that this wooden part is as wide as actually the backrest. So now we can actually be pretty creative and playful. Here, this one I rotate, move this to there. So this way then you can build individual building parts, and then through repositioning them, you can create really interesting patterns, which you will see inside a room. So this actually already gives us an idea of what might be the best way how to start modeling everything. So we will start with the rounded table. This is a revolve part. These are also revolve elements too, but 60 degrees. This one will be an extrusion from a sketch because it's just linear. And then the sketch will also have elements for the backrest outside and on the inside. Very good. So let's undo all these steps till we're here. When we go to a side view, we can also see everything is on vertically the same height. So the backrest tops are on the same height, the seating surfaces same height, they start at the same height, and even the legs are all the same. Very good. So let's get started. I go to a top view, select this circular table, copy, and move this one over and try to position this one as closely as possible to the center. Go to front view, then we create a new sketch. And again, now this is a circular piece that's revolved, so we only need a cross section. I simply can start somewhere here on the z-axis, click and go left and go down and go horizontal and go back up. Very good. Then I go down. Try not to click on the magenta points. That's actually from the scan. There we are. Go to here. Then I go one more over. I go up and back and press escape and escape. The scan I turn off for a moment because I would like to clean everything up a little bit. So here we started, that is good. I will double click everything, make them horizontal, vertical. Here 17, that's good. And this is 8, which means that then this one will be 9. Very good. We have here 18 inches, and this line is 18. This I want to be 18 too. I simply can shift click both edges and then say equal. This got changed. Let's change this back to 18. There we are. Very good. Cool. Okay. So what we have now is the profile for the table. I can revolve this. There we are. And we are in this exercise working with rather simplified designs or shapes for the upholstery because the focus of this exercise is more on building a system. And then here we have actually the leg part. We in the scan can also see where this one is. There we are. So I will go back to the sketch and draw a line up and draw a line up. Both lines should be vertically constrained. We can see internally there are 3 inches. Very good. And from the outside edge, there are just 1 inch to the inside. Good. I don't need this on the right side because we're going to mirror this over later or rotate this over. Very good. I am going to select this part here, and then I will extrude this over 1 inch and then say, make this both sides. Very good. Okay. Now, so you see this is one leg element, and it might make sense to continue working on this piece. So we go into isolation mode. Then I will select both edges. Let's round this 1/2 inch. Select the 2 front faces, and then we shell this by 1/4 inch. Turn isolation mode off. Very good. This is my leg. And let's quickly make a circular array. Here is the pattern. We're going to select circular. The center point I move onto the cylinder. And then we say 4 pieces. This rotation, rotate this 360 degrees and click done. There. Now we have all the individual pieces there. Very nice. Let's do a little bit of edge rounding. But before we do this, we have actually now nearly everything done to create 2 parts out of this design. Because the seating, that's only made out of fabric. And then we have the seating combo that has a wooden part. So we can put something down onto it. So I will hide this for a moment. I will turn on the sketch, and there we can see, oh wow, that is actually nearly at the midpoint. So it's 50-50%. So that means inside the sketch, I will add a new horizontal line. This line will make horizontal and then specify the height. Yeah, let's say 1 inch. That's okay. Beautiful. Okay, good. So here we have that part, and then I will select this and this, make a copy, and move this to the side. Let's say, I don't know yet how far, maybe here. Very good. This is our finished piece that only has the fabric. This is the piece that's going to get the wooden part inserted. Now, let's go to the sketch, and it's maybe easier to turn this one off. I will select this sketch face, and then I extrude this one out and say both sides. Very good. Let's turn this one back on. There you can see how this overlaps. I will extend this a little bit. I can also extend this a little bit. That's called overbuilding. I made this on purpose a little bit bigger, so this face is not on this face. It's easier for the programs to calculate how these two volumes intersect. Because what I can do now is I select this one, then I select this one, and I go to intersect. Wow, look at that. I actually get this piece, but I want to keep the originals. There we are. This is our dummy. We can now delete. There's our original box that has, however, not box, cylinder that does not have this cutout. So which is the piece? So that's the piece. So there. Okay, so you and click this one, and then we go to subtract. And as you can see, we subtract this one from it. This time we want to keep our tool. So this one, if we isolate it, we have this one, if we isolate it, has the cutout. Okay, very good. So you can see actually already how very quickly we developed these two pieces out of just one single sketch. Because step by step, we started adding to it. Very nice. So let's say the one is done. And we're going to work on this one now. We figured out we can put 6 pieces around. 360 is now 1 turn divided by 6, it's 60. So that means we will select this one, make a copy, bring this over, turn copy off. Then rotate this one till ideally this one is horizontal, and move this kinda like to there. Not 100% perfectly matching, that's fine. Maybe need to move this, rotate this by 1 degree, maybe 2 degrees. Yeah, this feels better now. Okay, cool. I'm going to select all this and put this into a new folder and call this round unit. Because it's just a seating and seating with table. And then this scan here now we can turn off, and there is actually our sketch. Now again, you see that this is all pretty much kind of like the same, no? So it's very, very related. We can create now a new sketch, or we can actually continue building actually from the sketch, which is something, well, it's a matter of how you would like to do this. So when you click on the sketch, then we continue editing to it. I keep things more separated, so I make a new sketch and go to here and here, bring something over there and there. I am also going to draw this one down. There is the snap point. So that's the reason why I draw this right now slightly at an angle. So I'm going to rebuild this a little bit the way how initially I drew also the other part. Let's turn this off. And what I would like to do is, you can see where this other sketch basically is. So I press escape and then select this, bring this over, and kind of like align this so they're next to each other. Select everything, horizontal, vertical. Go back. Sometimes if things move around, not a big deal, use the snapping points to position them. If you use the grid, is really very helpful to make sure objects are always all at the same position. This was the original center point also for here, but here we have now, this is not along the z-axis. This point I'm going to lock. So I can move things around. So what do we have here? 2027. Maybe go to there, make this a tick bigger. What's this now? Okay, so 28. So we're going to clean up everything. So there and there. What's this? That should be 17. And the grid is always good, but it's good to verify things. These two lines will be 1 inch. Also means these two lines will be 1 inch. Now that is the distance from the leg to the upholstery. Good. Oh, this moves up and down. So here we specify this to be 8 inches. Okay. I think now that sketch pretty much is stable. Very nice. Let's go to the scan and we will continue from here, go up, go there. And then I see, aha, so here is the connection. Is this, it's slightly bent. Let's use an arc for this. There. Click something and then this and this will be tangent. This line will be vertically constrained. Hold on, you will be horizontal, you will be vertical, you will be, what is that, 13, okay. We can set this to 2. And then the distance here, make this 8. That is actually tangent flowing in here, so we can't change the radius. That's all specified. Very good. Now again, you see how easy it is to do the drafting because you can just draw everything coarsely in proportion, and then you start simply modeling everything. Sorry, you draw everything coarsely, and then you add constraints to it to specify and correct your sketch. Beautiful. Okay, so sketch 1, we should maybe call round table. And then this is high chair or seat. This one we don't need right now. And what we'll do now is the following. You will select this and this. Very good. And then we have to select actually the z-axis. That is around which one we do the revolve. Not 360, but just 60. There we are. Oh, we did this all at once, so that was not good. Undo and redo. Repetition is always good. There we are. Very good. And then I'm deciding here the backrest sits not on top, but actually is connected to bottom part. Beautiful. Now here we can bring in our leg. There we are. We will continue working on this leg at this point because then we need to make multiples. And 1/2 inch and 0.25 shell. There we are, and unisolate. And then I can select the leg, move the widget of the move command to the center, and then click copy and say 60 degrees, I think. That doesn't fit. How do we do this actually? Pa, 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 pa. So that's actually very easy. We can match this actually on there, but we have to change something. So undo and undo and undo and undo. Very good. So we um, undid. Actually, I don't know. Reversed backwards to the stage, because what we're going to do is we will make a copy of this, yeah, in a similar way. That is correct. Bring this over, and then we will align this edge to this edge and simply click align. Bring this to here. There we are. And so you see, this is 9 inches, and then this is 10 inches. So this is 1 inch of a distance. And there you can see now that this is now perfectly positioned. So we did actually an align command. So we moved it over to there and then aligned it. We can do isolate with both, because now we simply select both here at the same time. And there we are. So what you just witnessed was not staged, because I forgot actually about that. What I wanted to show didn't work that way. And this is definitely something that will happen when also you work, and that is normal. The reason why I kept this in the video is to show you that also I make mistakes. Trick then simply is to figure out how can we perfect this. Good. This looks actually really nice. I would like to move this one in 1/2 inch, maybe. And then here I select this. I move the widget onto this edge. You see how this rotates, and then bring this in 1/2 inch. So they're not directly under the edge, because we're going to round everything. Cool. Okay. Select all this, put them into a copy. So that's good, actually. Let's go back to this. We're actually now building the other piece. We have this line here and this. All we need to do is essentially very quickly do the same. I will show you some interesting tricks how to get things perfect. So horizontal, vertical, whoop, suck. This arc will be tangent. Now this arc and this arc, I want to be equal. Whoop. Moved it to there. Okay. U and U be equal, and U and U be equal. Look at that. You see, actually, because we made all these lines equal to our reference lines, we simply rebuild the backrest on the left side without having to dimension everything. So proof of concept 10, you see there, it works that way. Understanding how to use all these constraints in a smart way, that will come with practice, trust me. Cool. Okay, so this one is done. What we can do now again is the following. So we do here a revolve by 60. Actually, this time I will go the opposite. No, I will go the same way. No, I will go this way. I'll show you in a moment why. And then revolve around here, rip, 60, there we are, very good. All those we put into a new folder. And then we're not going to model these legs one more time because they are already done. We simply mirror them over to the opposite side. That's the reason why I did the revolve to the opposite side. There. This is basically what I meant with work smart, not hard. Try to take shortcuts. Shortcuts are, as long as they're efficient, they're not bad, they're good. Beautiful. So these two I can select, and I would like them to go into that folder. So here we can say pie seat seat. Oh, not seat inside. And here we say pie seat outside. And because of the backrest. Perfect. Cool. So now I think you start noticing how I'm not building everything loosely around. I create actually my technical drawings next to each other so that they can be very helpful to build everything the way how I want. Okay, so let's hide this one and this one. There we are. So here we set 1 inch. No, okay, very good. Then how can we do now actually the flat table? And that's actually super easy because we saw the flat table, it has, sorry, not the flat table, the seat that is arced that has actually a flat piece here that's as wide as the backrest. So I'm going to put this still into our sketch here. So there, click, and I only need to do this on one side because we can just mirror actually the sketch. There, very good. So check this out. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Hold on, how wide is this? I need to measure this, 28th. So to make this nice and rectangular, this is being extruded out 28. There we are. Also, this is being extruded out to here, but as a new body. Very good. Where are the legs? So here we have this one. So how do I bring this one over now? Because I would like this to have the same distance to there. Yeah, that's easy. We will do it the following way. So I will go back to here. This is on the opposite side because I simply can mirror this over as a copy. This one I bring to here. Here I drag these two together. There we are. Maybe turn the sketches off so you don't see them right now. And then this one, yeah, I make a copy and move it over. And then I say, well, I was actually thinking I could align everything there. That's centered. And then I simply move this back by 1/2 inch. There we are. There's actually now that table, as you can see. Oh, the square unit. So you and you we put into one group. And so I can just hide this for a second. Go back to PySeed because now I also simply want to build the one out that has actually not this wooden piece. So you see I selected all the sketch profiles and there we are. Flop. Okay, beautiful. Technically speaking, I need to have 2 copies of this too. So I turn on copy. Here's a funny trick. Move it down, move it up. Then we have 2 copies and then we select these 2 and drag them into there. These 2 we drag to there, and then we can say without, and this is actually with wood or board, however you want to call this. And I keep them both like inside this folder, so it's simply easy to structure everything. Very good. We're actually making good progress. So let's see how everything here is set up. Circular pattern. I want to take a look at this one more time. That's this one. Actually, I don't remember everything what I did here. Oh, well. That's how easily you can get confused. Now I moved them next to each other. Okay, so good. So that means that's there, that's there. So this one goes to there. And then now because I started using this naming, here I say without, and these 2 go to there. Here I say with wood board. Beautiful. Okay. Maybe the sketches we can put together. Maybe move them below. That's actually the scan. Okay. Chuck, 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 chuck on there. We have them. Beautiful. So, at this point, we kind of like have a nice family together. So to make things easier to select and spread out and to finish, because we need to finish a lot of the edge roundings, etc. And again, this is now a filleting task, so that is something I'm going to do at the end. I will select the one, it doesn't matter which one, and simply move that one to the side. So I can select then the whole unit and move this to the side, let's say to there. And this is inside, this is outside. I can simply also move those a little bit to there, and this one and move a little bit to there. So it's very easy now to navigate and look at these pieces. These move commands, again, they were captured, so they're all here. I can always later go back and adjust this. Good. So let's think about edge rounding. Maybe 0.5. How does this look? It's a little bit soft. No, not 0.1. 1. That's fine. Okay. This might be an issue actually here. Yeah, we can see how this is a tick too aggressive. So undo, undo. Then I can say here 0.75. This might actually work better. 0.75. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, good. Before I continue, I will select actually this corner here So this will be the 0.75. So what happens if we do those with 1 inch? The main reason because 0.75, then you can see I can nicely pipe those around. So that works very good. This feature, I would like to go back. Where is this one? There it is. Now I click this edit feature, edit edge, and I will select also here these two outside corners. And since we are doing that right now, I'm going to select also the edges here. How do we do this? So yeah. Yeah, let's do that too. That will be interesting when we're creating. Very good. Then because we did basically all the big roundings. This is we said this was 0.7, 0.25. We make this tiny. Let's select this one and isolate, because I will go to here and say 0.25. That's the inside. Then I go to here and say 0.25. Very good. Because I rounded this edge first, I got this really nice detail here. Unisolate. Yeah, this is not really looking super good, but check this out. We bring in this just a little bit. There we are. Then we can isolate this piece. Click from the left to the right, tap, tap, tap to edges, and 0.1. We just break these edges. That's what. Very good. Click, unisolate, and these pieces are done. 0.25. 0.25. Okay, so let's keep this in mind. We can then go to here. Actually, hold on. We select both and this one, so I can always capture the details one more time. What do we do here? 0.25. Okay, good. So you and you. Oh, I forgot those edges here. Hold on one second. Purpley you too. So go to here, edit, fillet 05. There we are. Add edges, add you, and add you. Thank you. Then here and here, we can select those and those 0.25. And oh yeah, whoops. Hold on one second. Because this is rounded, this is rounded. Ha ha ha. Yeah, okay, good. Isolate this one more time. Yeah, we have to do the following here. We need to add this to it. You see now I have a line, arc, line, arc, line. So we can select this one and say 0.5 and round this one. Because that was, I think the value we have 0.75. Yeah. Let's say, I'll keep this. Good. Also here, these edges I will bring in a little bit more. So 0.5. And then select the piece, go to isolate, select everything, tap, tap, tap to edges, 0.1. There we are. Those who have good eyes might notice, hey, this is actually intersecting, and that's fine. Again, this is all just a prototype piece. This is not really made out of fabric. This is more showing you actually how to think of how something like this could be approached. And then when you talk with a client, now you could just say, so here we brought these sites in. If we suppress this, now and then you see how it sticks out a little bit more. Right click, unsuppress. And what about we change the value? Yeah, this is maybe a little bit better in this case. Okay, good. If we want, we could do, now this is the way how design sometimes also evolves. I have here a big fillet and tiny fillet. So maybe this is fillet 12. Let's right click delete fillet 12. And what I will try to do instead is I will go to a top view, round this a little bit. So it looks like it has a very similar radius. Yeah, this looks like this. Okay, beautiful. And then we can select everything, tap, 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 edges, 0.1, and exit isolation mode. There. Oh, you see, this looks nicer. Okay, beautiful. Cool. The last two pieces left to do are essentially those two parts. So I hide everything else. The bottom we can select here. Oh, I didn't round actually these edges. Okay, so that means if I go to this and say this is fillet 05, there we are, and edit. Just add these edges, please. Thank you. Good. Click, click, and click, click. 0.25. Round this a little bit. Then I can select this and say 0.75, similar to the other piece here and there. I don't know how much we can round this. Oh yeah, 0.75, easy. Yep, very good. And then this arc in here, 0.25, and pipe the rest. Yeah, beautiful. You can see all these edges are actually rounded. This we can modify. What about 2 to make this a tick bigger? Yeah, this looks softer. Beautiful. And actually I realized back here we don't have anything. So let's see what we do. We select these two. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, we can simply select these edges there. 0.5. Hold this in so it's slightly rounded. And isolate. Yeah. Well, a 0.5 is maybe a tick too much. Also means a lot of dust and snacks. Leftovers can go in there. 0.25. Let's close this a little bit. But now we have a tiny change in the surface that will later look nice actually in the material view. Beautiful. So now we can actually create a nice configuration of our design. This is basically our master plan with all the parts we built. And in the next step, we basically then can make a copy and move those around. Again, that's the reason why having everything structured like here is really very useful. There are actually two ways how you could do this. We can make the variations and move things around in here, or you could also export this as a new file, go into that new file, and then there do the configurations. Because we have a history, we can capture everything what we do actually right inside this design file. Okay, so let's do this. There's a round unit. All I want is just to see the folder. So this is good. So this is actually easier to find. So I'll actually go with this one first and make myself a copy, bring this one to there. And I drag this folder out, make a new folder and call this one, let's say, assembly. Then I can select this one, make a copy, bring this over. There it is. You can see how I'm quickly sorting everything. So there, make a copy, bring this over, bring this to there. There we are. And then yeah, that's where's the square unit? There we are. Up. Ah, I should have actually named those better because now I have like with and without twice. Make this a tick wider there. I mean, later if we click on a folder, then you can see what is what. And I make one more folder, and let's call this one construction. There. Because in all this, I can put into this folder and simply store it there. Cool. Okay. So you can select the bodies in the folders, or you can simply select also the bodies in here. And for example, this one I move, let's say, to there. There we are. I would like to make some copies. So this one I move to onto this cylinder, copy, and then 60 degrees and 60 degrees there. Very nice. All this, maybe I select put to there. We can select this, make a copy, turn copy off, 30 degrees now, so it kind of like fits. There we are. We can select this, make a copy and bring this to there. It's this one, I make a copy, turn copy off and rotate, bring this to there. No, and then you see actually how easy it is to create actually these variations and create different configurations. How something, for example, could be set up. This one actually at this point do I delete it? No, I rotate this 90 degrees, bring this one maybe to there. This one I rotate 30 degrees, and then I attach this one to there. I should have been 60 degrees there, plus minus. Yeah, I mean, look at this, no? That's then how you can actually be pretty playful with your design. Here we have this inside. So do we have actually, didn't we not make a copy of this one? No, we did not. So round unit without. So this one, make a copy to there and make a copy to there. And these two, I move into construction and no, not construction, assembly. Where's assembly? There. So you see actually also why it's going to be very useful to be very organized inside your outliner there. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. There we are. Now we can add materials to it and then stage a set. So let's go to the visualization tool now. I will switch to the front view and left click, drag, tap, tap for only for the bodies, select all the legs, and I will change that material to, let's say actually, oh, why not? Brushed aluminum. Very good. We have these wooden parts here, which we can select. Oh, that's the wooden part. There we are. And then let's go to change and wood. Maybe the ash coated. We try out, we can zoom in a little bit. The problem with wood or these patterns is always it's an image that's going to be repeated. So one trick there is sometimes you simply adjust the scale a little bit to minimize that pattern impact or effect, the tiling effect. I did not select this body completely, only the top surface. So I double click this one more time, go to change and simply select here the ash material. There we are. Perfect. Then we can basically go ahead and select all the seats we have. Be careful that you really select the whole part. Then, what do we give this one? Let's go with leather. And we can select this one. Can play with the color a little bit. Now here again, be careful with the double clicking to make sure that really the whole object is selected. Here we could, for example, make a shortcut, same material, but then we change actually just the color. We can also drag this material on the body in case we see that we skipped actually something. Very good. So now let's go to environment. We will go to gradient. There we are. Now we're working with this orange background. We can tint this a little bit, rotate this, and look at that. Actually, this looks really, really nice already. So we can make a nice screenshot from the top. We can go directly to the top view if we want. One more time, back top view, and then shift middle mouse, but no, shift right is pan around. If I go to properties, I can play with the light rotation to play with the drop shadow. That's actually a pretty nice looking image, for example. Now click capture, and then we can go to a side view. We can also make this look really interesting, maybe when we're on the ground. Sometimes you have to move around till you find something that looks really, really interesting. Ideally, to find good images, make as many as possible, and then you simply sort out and pick the best you have. The last thing maybe that could be of interest here to mention is the depth of field. Set focus point, so right click. And then if I zoom in a little bit, you see how the background is actually blurry. So there or here, then right click, remove the focus point. And this way you can turn this off. Very good. That's it. This was a little bit longer lecture, but we covered really quite a lot of material.